Do you believe you think only with the brain inside your skull? This is one of the greatest illusions your own mind creates for you. The truth is that you have not one, but 3 brains operating in perfect synchrony. And the most extraordinary of them is hidden within your spinal cord, operating as an autonomous intelligence that makes crucial decisions before your main brain is even aware of what's happening. This is not a poetic metaphor, but a biological reality documented in laboratories around the world. Your spinal cord houses complex neural networks capable of processing information, learning from experience, executing sophisticated movements, and even demonstrating elementary forms of memory. We will embark on an extraordinary journey through the hidden architecture of your nervous system, where each curve will reveal surprising layers of intelligence distributed throughout your body. This exploration will not only transform your understanding of how you function, but will reveal profound aspects of who you truly are, a conscious network far more distributed and fascinating than you ever imagined. The brain we all recognize, that impressive mass of approximately 1.4 kilograms protected by the skull, represents the pinnacle of human neural evolution. It functions like the CEO of a global corporation of unimaginable proportions, overseeing some 86 billion neurons interconnected through trillions of synapses. This neural network generates your consciousness, constructs your identity, enables abstract thought, artistic creativity, long-term planning, and all the higher cognitive functions we consider uniquely human. However, just as no CEO can micromanage every single operation of a multinational corporation with thousands of employees, your conscious brain does not directly control every physiological function, every muscle movement, every metabolic process. In fact, it delegates most routine operations to other specialized managers located in different regions of the body. Imagine trying to consciously coordinate each heartbeat, regulate the production of specific digestive enzymes, adjust vascular tone in different organs, synchronize the complex muscle movements necessary to maintain balance while walking. It would be cognitively impossible and consume precious mental resources. Nature solved this problem through a brilliant strategy of intelligent decentralization, creating specialized neural centers that operate with significant autonomy. These centers process information, make local decisions, and only report to the brain's headquarters when necessary, freeing their consciousness for more complex and creative tasks. This division of neural labor is fundamental to our efficiency as organisms, but its true magnitude only reveals itself when we discover the existence of the other 2 brains working behind the scenes to keep the spectacle of life running smoothly. Now, let's take a trip down to your gut. Yes, that same digestive system that occasionally produces embarrassing sounds during important meetings. This second brain, known scientifically as the enteric nervous system, constitutes a surprisingly complex neural network composed of over 100 million neurons that extend throughout your gastrointestinal tract. To put these numbers in perspective, this system contains more neurons than the entire human spinal cord and surpasses the entire peripheral nervous system of many animals in neural numbers. This intestinal neural network operates with impressive autonomy, coordinating the extraordinarily complex choreography of digestion, from the peristaltic movements that push food through the digestive tract to the precise secretion of specific enzymes for different types of nutrients, the selective absorption of essential molecules, and the rejection of potentially harmful substances. But the functions of this abdominal brain go far beyond simple digestion. Groundbreaking research has shown that your gut produces approximately 90% of all your body's serotonin,
the neurotransmitter crucial for regulating mood, appetite, and the sleep-wake cycle. Furthermore, it produces significant amounts of dopamine, GABA, and several other neurochemicals that profoundly influence your emotional state and behavior. Communication between this gut brain and the cranial brain occurs through multiple pathways, including the vagus nerve, a veritable neural highway that carries information bidirectionally between these two processing centers. When you experience that feeling of butterflies in your stomach before an important presentation, or when emotional stress triggers digestive symptoms like diarrhea or nausea, you are witnessing this intimate and constant conversation between your brains. This bidirectional communication explains why emotional states affect digestive function, and conversely, why changes in the gut microbiota can influence conditions like anxiety and depression. The discovery of this gut-brain axis represents one of the most significant revolutions in understanding the body's overall health. And if this reality already seems extraordinary, prepare yourself for an even deeper revelation about the third and most secret of your brains.
Here's the revelation that will radically transform your understanding of yourself. Your spinal cord is not a simple passive transmission cable. It constitutes an intelligent, adaptive, and remarkably autonomous processing center. Within that protective column of vertebrae resides a sophisticated neural network capable of making complex decisions, learning from previous experiences, and performing elementary cognitive functions without needing to consult the higher brain. The most dramatic and familiar evidence of this ability is spinal reflexes. When you accidentally touch a dangerously hot surface and withdraw your hand in a quick, precise movement before even consciously feeling the pain. It was your spinal cord that processed the sensory information, made the executive decision, and coordinated the appropriate motor response. This process occurs in milliseconds, saving crucial time for the body's protection. However, the spinal cord's capabilities go beyond simple protective reflexes. Recent neuroscientific research has conclusively demonstrated that the spinal cord can learn complex motor patterns through repetitive practice, adjust movements in real time based on continuous sensory feedback, store elementary motor memories, and even continue to operate certain autonomic and motor functions even when the connection to the brain is severely compromised by injury or disease. In controlled experiments with laboratory animals, scientists have observed that the spinal cord, isolated from the brain, is capable of learning associative tasks and retaining this learning for significant periods. In humans, studies with paraplegic patients have revealed that the spinal cord maintains neural circuits capable of generating complex movement patterns even without brain input, suggesting the existence of central pattern generators located in the spinal cord itself. This spinal intelligence explains why complex activities such as riding a bicycle, playing musical instruments, or typing on a keyboard eventually become automatic. The spinal cord takes over control of these learned motor sequences, freeing the conscious brain for other tasks. Your spinal cord is not a mere messenger or transmission cable. It is an intelligent and active partner in the complex dance of survival, possessing its own computational capabilities, working memory, and localized decision-making. This understanding is revolutionizing both fundamental neuroscience and neurorehabilitation approaches. Now that we understand the three brains in detail, we can truly grasp the conceptual revolution this discovery represents. You are not a single centralized conscious self, but rather a symphonic orchestra of interconnected and cooperative intelligences. Your cranial brain composes the master melody of your reflective consciousness. Your gut brain manages the vital rhythm of basic bodily functions and fundamental emotional processes.
and your spinal cord executes with impressive mastery the complex arrangements of coordinated movement and protective reflexes. This threefold understanding of the nervous system profoundly changes multiple aspects of our self-knowledge and approach to health. How we understand motor learning, where complex skills are gradually delegated to the spinal cord to free up conscious cognitive capacity. How we conceptualize intuition and decision-making, where signals from the gut brain influence choices before conscious reasoning. How we approach medical conditions, where digestive disorders can trigger mood swings, and spinal cord injuries may require specific neural relearning strategies, and even how we understand the very nature of human consciousness. You are a dynamic ecosystem of cooperating intelligences, a neural democracy where each brain has its own area of expertise, its own voting power in different processes, and its own relative autonomy. This decentralized view of the nervous system explains phenomena such as the wisdom of the body in recovery processes, the effectiveness of mind-body techniques in integrative therapies, and the complexity of the interactions between emotional states and physical health. Recognizing this threefold reality allows us to approach our health more holistically, understand our behavior more fully, and appreciate the extraordinary sophistication of our neural architecture. The next time you automatically get up to grab a cup of coffee without consciously thinking about each muscle movement involved, or when you experience that guttural intuition about an important decision before you can even formulate rational arguments, or when your body reacts instantly to danger before you can consciously process it, remember, you are witnessing the harmonious orchestra of your three brains in coordinated action. This is not merely a fascinating scientific curiosity. It is a revealing window into the extraordinary complexity of what it means to be human, an opportunity to redefine our place in the natural world and understand the true nature of biological intelligence. If this journey through the hidden corridors of your nervous system has piqued your curiosity and expanded your mental horizons, imagine what treasures of knowledge still await discovery at the frontiers of contemporary neuroscience. Science is only beginning to scratch the surface of this distributed neural network that defines us, and each new discovery reveals even deeper layers of complexity and sophistication in the architecture of conscious life. Want to continue this fascinating exploration of the mysteries of the human body and mind? Let us know in the comments which of the three brains surprised you most and why. Your personal experiences with gut intuition, quick reflexes that prevented accidents, or moments where your body seemed to know something before your conscious mind could, greatly enrich this collective conversation about the nature of human intelligence. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to follow our next journeys into the unexplored territories of human biology, because understanding how we truly function represents the first fundamental step toward unlocking our full potential as individuals and as a species. And if this video expanded your understanding of yourself and awakened your sense of wonder at the complexity of life, share it with someone who also enjoys discovering the extraordinary secrets hidden in the most ordinary aspects of human existence. Shared knowledge not only enriches us individually, but elevates our collective understanding of the miracle of conscious life.